Number 3, you're in the gym rowing a boat rather than doing a back exercise. We're not training for the Olympics for rowing, we're trying to train our back. Coach Greg, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the top 10 reasons why your back sucks. So you've been going to the gym, you've been training, but you notice that your back is a weakness. Well, there's probably a reason for that. And today we're going to go over the top 10 reasons to explain why this is happening so that you can make the changes needed and apply it into your own training in order to develop a better back. So number 1, no mind-muscle connection. The back, it's one of those muscles that you have a hard time seeing when performing the exercises, so it's more difficult to know and squeeze the muscles that you're working. So my recommendation is to slow down the speed of your reps. Stop rushing through the exercise. If you slow the weight down, you will be able to feel the back working much more effectively. Number 2, you're letting your biceps do most of the work. Whether it's pull downs, seated rows, one-arm rows, people are often using mostly biceps rather than back to get the weight moving. In order to correct this, ensure that you are arching your back when performing these exercises. So what I see oftentimes is people doing their lat pull downs like this. They pull it to the front and they push down. I don't know if they're thinking they're trying to do tricep press downs, but they do it like that. What you want to do is stick your chest up and pull back this way, not in front like that. People do this all the time. So when doing pull downs and seated rows, ensure that you're arching your back so that your back can be engaged throughout the exercise. Number 3, you're in the gym rowing a boat rather than doing a back exercise. We're not training for the Olympics for rowing, we're trying to train our back. So rather than leaning so far forward and so far back as if you're rowing a boat, please try to stay more stationary. Ensure that the back is being used throughout the exercise. Number 4, you're not using straps and therefore you're leaving reps on the table due to a weaker wrist. Just because you're using straps doesn't mean you're less of a man, woman, or circle. Straps are made for a reason to help you lift the weight for more reps, more weight, whatever. So if you're not sure if you should use a strap, just use the strap. If your grip is slipping and you're not able to train harder than last time, you're doing deadlifts, the bar is falling out of your hands, you're doing pull downs and you just can't get those last 2 reps because your grip is slipping, you're limiting your muscle growth because you're not allowing yourself to train as hard as you need to. Number 5, you're letting momentum do all the work. You're cheating the reps, you're letting momentum do the work, you're not pausing, not squeezing, doing the exercise too fast, just trying to get it over with. You might be doing lat pull downs, you're leaning back as much as you can, but the bar is only going halfway down to your chest because you're trying to lift too much weight. This problem can be corrected by pausing the weight and going slower on the eccentric than the concentric. You don't build big muscles by lifting big weights. It's not a race. Slow the exercise down. Don't use momentum and use a weight that you can handle. Number 6, you're not resting long enough between sets. You think you're getting a great workout because you're doing set after set, sweating and fatigue with only 30 to 60 seconds rest between sets. This is not long enough for your muscles to recover. You need to replenish ATP stores so that you can train with heavier weights. You only rest 30 seconds, you're going to be lifting half the weight that your body could handle. Therefore, you're not going to get as much growth. Number 7, you're not training hard enough. You're training half-assed, you're never pushing yourself, and you're stopping before you've trained hard enough to get growth. If your back isn't growing and you're never sore, try training harder. Try going to failure once in a while and see what happens. And on the opposite end, maybe you're training too hard. Probably not, maybe 1 in 100, but it is possible that you're overtraining. So if you're always sore or you're never sore, either try training harder or less hard than before. Number 8, you're lifting too heavy. When the weight is too heavy, your form is going to suffer. You're not likely going to go through the full range of motion, and there's a greater chance of injury. You get injured, you're not building a bigger back. So please lighten the weight, do the exercises properly, and ensure you have the proper time under tension. If most of your sets are only 15 to 30 seconds, try slowing the weight down and at least add some of the sets closer to 40 seconds or longer. Number 9, you're doing the wrong exercises and avoiding the main ones that work. If you want to know more, I've made a video, the 3 best and 3 worst exercises you can do for your back.
3 best and 3 worst exercises. The muscle of choice today, the back. And these exercises are going to help you look good, to help you look jacked. We're not going to get into the tiny little micro details of this is the muscle in the lower back that does this and extends that. No, this is going to be to get jacked and look cool. I'm going to go in order from the best exercise, the one that I would have to do if I wanted to have a good back, and I'm going to go in order, in descending order. So here it is, the best exercises to build your back so that you can look jacked and impressive. And guess what? It's not.
And to sum it up, the 3 you need to do are pronated lat pull downs, not supinated, because when you supinate, you're more likely to use more biceps and less back. You want to do some form of rows, preferably a chest supported row, but you can do any kind of row. Seated rows, one arm rows, as long as you're rowing and doing it with proper form, you're going to get great results. And the 3rd, you want to do deadlifts. And I get it, not everyone can do deadlifts, but if you can't do deadlifts, at least and I get it, not everyone can do deadlifts, but if you, I'm distracted by the cat in the back. Girls kitten, go up there. And I get it, not everyone can do deadlifts, but if you can't do deadlifts, at least try to do partial rack pulls or shrugs so that you can engage the trapezius. Good job, skitten. And number 10, you can't forget about this one. Genetics. Not everyone has the ability to build as much muscle as the back as in the front. We all have certain body parts that genetically are pre-programmed to be easier to develop than others. Some people can grow massive legs but have a hard time growing the arms. Some can grow a massive back but can't really grow the chest as well. So depending on your genetics, this is going to dictate the ultimate potential you have of building a well-defined back. Hopefully this helped. Ending it here. Don't forget, I have a training book if you're looking to purchase a plan that you can do on your own. Also, you can get a training plan developed by me and my team. I also have multiple cookbooks and supplements that you can get by clicking the link in the bio, as well as I'm looking for ambassadors to help promote the supplement line, and you will in fact be paid to do so. And until next time, I am out.